life a movie. Gotta talk down, yeah, you know I'm zooming. Wait up, Shawty gon' serve me out like she a waiter.
What's up, YouTube? Alex here, aka the Masked Cat. As you see, we're in the motor bay. Gonna be swapping out this intake today for the Bwoody, which we're gonna go upstairs and unbox in a second. Gonna give you guys what it sounds like before, what it sounds like after. There's been a ton of these videos, but what's another one? What's another one? Not a lot of Bwoody people out there. I see a lot of people with JLTs. They're not quite as loud as the Bwoody. From what I see, the leg maker and the Bwoody are the loudest. So that's what I'm going for. I'm going for sound, you know. A lot of people will say that the stock Hellcat airbox is one of the best around, but it does show. I've seen videos of the dyno and you do gain a little bit with the Bwoody, JLT, leg maker, all of them. But like I said, it's more for sound. You know, this car is pretty stock, so gonna be a lot more fun to drive. But let's get to it. So we got the rain shield, color matched to the Challenger. Our exhaust clamps, intake clamps. And there's the Bwoody. So I haven't watched any videos on this, so it's not like I really know what I'm doing, but it's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. I have had the box out. Guessing there's just a few screws in there holding everything in. The clamps should pop right out. Not too worried about it. I'm not really making this a how-to. I'm sure there's a ton of videos on how to switch out your intake on this. But shit, it's been forever since I've done a video on this thing, or have done anything. Years, really, years. But I'm gonna try getting back into it, focus a little bit more on this. This thing should be able to suck a Mustang right through the intake hole in the front when it's got this new one on there. Sorry, Mustang fan. No hate, but I still gotta bust your balls. The other reason I went with the Bwoody is the fact that you can get it painted, color matched. I thought that was pretty cool. Alright. That bad boy out. Alright. Looks like just one bolt here, it looks like. I could be wrong, but we will see. Take this out and see if I can get the airbox out. While we got that out, I'm gonna take a rag, clean everything up a little bit. Alrighty, put it back in there. Wow. Great. That will come out when I do the oil change. I heard it hit the pan. So annoying. So annoying. Alrighty, pretty self-explanatory. Remove your sensor from the old intake. And it looks like I didn't even realize the new one comes with new bolts. See if they're the same size. Little smaller, little smaller. Yep, there we go. If you want to know, that's a T15. T15. Put a little shot of Loctite Nothing crazy, just a little bit. All right, get them both hand tight. Can't go anymore. Just gonna give it just a little bit of motivation on each one. Simple enough. Let's get that other sensor in there. A dish soap around the little cone area, and I got the rubber in there. See if I can slip it in. I don't want to push the whole thing through, that's the thing, because that's what it wants to do, that's for sure. Maybe pull this filter off. Try that. Alright. Now that we got that off, I can put this ring back in there, stick my hand and hold it to make sure it don't go all the way through. Got that mass airflow sensor. Be careful you don't hit that. Man, we are close. Jesus. It's in. You know what I just realized? I gotta take all this out and return it. Why? No stickers. No frickin' stickers, are you kidding me? Let's take this fucking thing out of there. I'm just fucking with you, but there is no stickers, man. What the heck? Frickin' $4.50 for this thing. No stickers? Psh. Psh. Fucking A. No stickers. The fuck they think they are? They're gonna hear from me. I tell you. Alright, so I had an idea. This is out of the stock intake box. I trimmed it up. Kind of sanded it to make it look okay. You know, scuffed it up. So, obviously we got the intake hole. I mean, right now it's going all in there, which I guess isn't too bad, but why not direct it directly into the intake? Like right there. We can put a zip tie or whatever around there to hold it on. Then it goes right into the intake. Alrighty, that thing looks pretty sick if you ask me. I can either test try it right now before I put the cover on. I think I'll do that. Get a video. What's up, YouTube? So it's the next day. The intake's all installed. We got the cover on. So the washers that come with the kit there's one, and I used the smaller washer. There was a bigger washer. I'm not sure what it's for, but I didn't really need it. So, looks pretty cool. I really did email Bwoody for some stickers that I would like to represent their brand. I am still looking for a way to have this on there. I already showed you how I want to put it in there, but a zip tie wasn't holding it tight enough, so I'm gonna come up with something. It's not that important, it's not even designed for that, but it's just like my idea, you know, to have air going straight into the intake. I think that would be kind of cool to kind of make use of what Mopar did. So I'm gonna get this thing up on the lift. You guys are gonna get another cold start and stuff. I'm actually not even gonna use these. I'm gonna use the ramps because in my next video I got some ZL1 side skirts coming, and you don't want the lift. When I use the lift, I gotta use it on the pinch welds where you can't have anything on the pinch weld since that's where the skirt's attached to. So yeah, I'll give you guys a little cold start in do this and get it up on the ramps. Could be a little tricky because I need to get it perfectly to where I can get the garage door shut. So, and I need to get an oil change done on this bad boy. So let's go. Yeah, that's a little bit of a pain in the ass. A lot of watching and getting out, but gotta do it for this. I mean, these race ramps are pretty cool. You know, you got that, and then now I can remove this. So I have room to get up under there. You know, I'll be able to get under there to do my oil change. Alright, so install was pretty straightforward, like I said. No worries about it. Sounds great. It's definitely going to sound better, I guarantee it, when you're ripping on it down the road. I wish I could have got a couple pulls for you guys. But the weather, still a little bit of salt on the roads. Gonna give it, I want to do an oil change on this thing today and get it ready. But we'll get some pulls in the future. I know the video, if I didn't already say it, doesn't do it justice. It sounds great. And the little hissing sound when you shut it off, shh, you know. But yeah, looks pretty cool. I'm happy with it. Bwoody sent me my stickers. See you guys though. Yeah. Also worth to note that you might have been able to just keep the air box together, you know, instead of pulling it apart like that. You probably could have just kept all this together and pulled it out, but either way it left a little more room. I mean, there's literally only one bolt that held that on, so something to think about if you don't feel like doing that, but no big deal. Alright YouTube, thanks for watching another video. Appreciate you if you made it till the end. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Hoping to get some more content in here soon, so alrighty, see you guys on the next one.